All right, today I'm gonna take you through a few exercises that I like to use for upper back mobility. A lot of us, we get tight, we sit at a desk all day, our back gets stiff, in deflection, and it's, it doesn't feel good. And so here's some exercises that I go through on a daily basis to get my back feeling good. So the first one that I like to do is I like to find something. So we got this is like a hip thrust wedge. You could use a foam roller. I mostly use a foam roller because at home, that's what I have. But here I'm gonna use this. It actually feels really good over a medicine ball as well. But you're just gonna go hands behind your head. And the idea is that I'm just using something as the fulcrum. So you can even do this over a couch or whatever you wanna do. But I'm using something as a fulcrum to get back extension. And so all I'm gonna work on is extending my back. And if I haven't extended all day, it feels really nice. You get a stretch in the abs, you get extension over it, and then you can kind of move this block and move it into different spots. And like I said, it feels really good over a medicine ball. Matter of fact, I'll just grab that and show you why it feels so good. So if I grab a medicine ball, the nice thing is because I've got a rounded surface here, it feels really good when I put this in my back, and it's a little bit softer, this slam ball, and I can really get extended over the top of this, and I get a really nice arch and curve. And so that's gonna be the first one that I like to do. The next one that I like to do, you can do any combination of this movement. I call it the archer first. So I always have people start with the archer, which is basically like you're pulling back a bow. You're gonna keep this along the top, and then you're trying to keep your knees together, and then get your opposite shoulder to the ground. You should feel a stretch kind of through the mid back, up through the back up here. Now this is the first version I do. A lot of people do open book, but what I find is that people start doing open book and they start doing shoulder only, and this completely defeats the purpose of doing a back mobility. So if you're gonna do open book, you have to try to turn, and again, you're working to get your shoulder to the ground on the opposite side. You could also do like overhead reaches. I don't really care which version you want to do of this, but this is really going to be the key to back mobility. The last one that I like to do, and there's a couple different ways to do this, for like kind of a more beginner version, I like to just do a simple cat-cow where I'm working on like extend the neck and then drop it back down. So I'm trying to have everything go up and everything go down here, and then I'm going the opposite where I'm tucking my chin in and I'm going down towards. I like that one. I also like to do a version of this, and all of this kind of fits in the category of what I would call segmental mobility. So I'm trying to basically get my back to move at all the different vertebral levels, and you'll feel it feels so good when you do it. You might feel some little pops and cracks going on as you start to open up all those joints, because a lot of us, we move as one total unit, and that creates a problem because then all we can move and bend at like a couple segments, and our spine is meant to articulate at all the different segments. And so one of the things I like to do is called segmental flexion, which basically I start from the top of my head and I work down and I just slowly flex, and then I'll work up from the bottom. So I'll sit up, and like it's kind of like spine rolling. And so those are some of my favorite things to do, especially after a day where I've been sitting at a computer for a long time, or I've been sitting in a car. I'll get home, I'll do these exercises, and my back will feel a lot better.